If you live in the central Okanagan area and require air compressor service or repair, please give Murray a call at Repair 250-826-6533. That's Murray at Repair 250-826-6533. Quality work at a fair price. Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Gene Edwards. You're watching Lubed. This is my Edmonton Oilers game preview as they take on the Columbus Blue Jackets in Columbus, Ohio, Nationwide Arena tomorrow morning. For you guys in Alberta, 11 a.m. start time. Remember that, 11 a.m. start time in Alberta. For me out here in British Columbia, it's a 10 a.m. start time. So very early time. So get your asses out of bed. I'm hoping everyone is feeling good today. Probably a little hungover. I know I had a few celebratory pops myself last night as the Oilers did clinch a playoff spot last night, which is awesome. So I just kind of quickly looked at the schedule. I don't know if this is right or wrong, but I think no matter which result the LA Kings have tonight, I think it's a good one for the Oilers, because if they win, they pretty much put Vegas on. They have to run the table and have luck. If they lose, I think the Oilers clinch second, I think. Don't quote me on it, but I think it is. Regardless, I know if the Oilers win their next game, they will clinch second place. So as far as Darnell Nurse goes, we know that he got hurt yesterday, and I was doing some digging on Google, on YouTube, on Twitter. Couldn't really find a whole lot of anything, as nothing has been officially reported. I do have a couple tweets from Jim Matheson and Mark Spector I will read out to you. First of all, Jim Matheson states, Darnell Nurse predictably not on Oilers road trip. He missed games months back with a broken bone in hand, but will miss. But with playoffs 10 days away, obviously his leg injury is a major concern as 25-minute D-man. No word on if it is a day-to-day or longer. And then Mark Spector goes on, hearing Darnell Nurse will not make the road trip today with the Edmonton Oilers. Not sure what this means. LBI is serious, or with the playoffs clinched, are they just resting the most valuable D-man? Woodcroft will no doubt address the media tomorrow. So I guess none of us are going to really find out until tomorrow. Let's hope he's not hurt, But for him, one of the toughest guys on that team, to not come back to the game is concerning. It's very concerning. Okay, so the Oilers, again, are playing the Columbus Blue Jackets. Let's break down the offensive stats per game. So as far as goals, Oilers are 7th in the league with a 3.47 to Columbus's 14th in the league at a 3.13. Shots on goal, Edmonton is 10th in the league with 34. So they average 34 shots on goal per game. The Columbus Blue Jackets are 20th, tied for 20th with 30 shots. The power play, Edmonton is 4th in the league with a 25.6. Columbus is really almost at the bottom of the barrel on this one with a 17.6, 25th in the league. Face-off percentage, Edmonton is 8th with a 51.5. Columbus is tied for 21st with a 48.4. Shooting percentage, Edmonton is at 10.2, which is 11th in the league. And actually, Columbus actually edges us out on that. They are at 10.4, which is 10th in the league. So they slightly edge us by a nostril hair on that one. Okay. Defensive stats per game. The Oilers are 18th in the league for goals allowed at a 3.06 to Columbus's 28th in the league at a 3.64. Shot on goal allowed. The Oilers are 21st with a 32 with 32. Columbus is 31st, so second from dead last with a 35.2. Penalty minutes, Edmonton is 11th in the league with a 8.1. Columbus is actually 5th in the league on that one with a 7.7. The penalty kill percentage, Edmonton ranks 17th in the league with a 79.3. Columbus is a 78.9%. As far as goalie stats go, they have Mike Smith listed. I'm sure Jay Woodcroft at some point in time is going to play Mika Koskinen. But right now it has Mike Smith's numbers, and he has a record of 15-9-2, a 288 goals against average, a 913 save percentage, and 2 shutouts. For the Blue Jackets, they have Elvis Merzlikins. He is at a record of 25-21-7, a 3.27 goals against average, and a 906 with 2 shutouts. So, very similar numbers. Goals against average, Mike Smith actually has quite a bit of a jump on him. But we'll see what happens. As far as the current record goes, Edmonton's record going into this game is a 46-26-6. Columbus is a 35-36-7. As far as the home and away goes, Edmonton on the road is 20-14-5. Columbus is 19-15-5. The last 10 games, the Oilers 8-1-1. The Jackets 3-5-2. They are currently on a 4-game losing streak. Meanwhile, the Edmonton Oilers are exactly opposite of that, as they are on a 4-game winning streak. So this should be a pretty decent match. I hate to say it, I almost think Columbus might have a chance here because of the travel time and then it being an early game. So I think the Oilers are going to come across a little bit tired. Plus, they may not have Darnell Nurse. So those are factors that may come in. I hate to curse the Oilers, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Let's go take a look at the winning trend, or the trends for the Edmonton Oilers. So these are all hot trends. The Oilers are 4-0 in their last 4 when their opponent allows 2 goals or less in the previous game. Oilers are 5-0 in their last 5 after losing 5 goals or more in the previous game. Oilers are 5-0 in their last 5 versus Eastern Conference teams. Oilers are 7-1 in the last 8 versus Oilers are 7-1 in their last 8 as a road favorite, and Oilers are 12-2 in their last 14 versus a team with a losing record. No cold trends for the Oilers. All cold trends for the Blue Jackets, as the Blue Jackets are 3-13 in the last 16 when their opponent scores 5 goals or more in their previous game. Jackets are 1-5 in the last 6 games on 1-day rest. Jackets are 1-8 in their last 9 versus the Pacific, so they really struggle against Pacific teams. The Jackets are also 0-4 in their last 4 overall. And the final one, the Blue Jackets are 0-5 in their last 5 against the Western Conference, so they really struggle against the West, specifically against the Pacific. Anyway, guys, that's all I got for you. Let's enjoy these games. This is the last week of the regular season. Then we go into playoffs next week, and it's going to be a hell of a playoff run. I think for all teams. I think even if you're not, even though you're an Oiler fan, I suggest you try to watch a lot of these games if you don't watch. I mean, this is going to be a good year. This is going to be. I'm curious to see what Tampa and Toronto do if they meet up each other. This is going to be interesting. watch Steve Dangle's head go. It should be hilarious. Anyway, guys, I will see you tomorrow with my post game. You guys have a great night. We'll talk soon. Oiler fans, the #1 fan base in North America. If you guys like the content that Sammy and I bring you, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe, and leave messages in the comment section below. We will talk to you soon. Have a great night.